Helen. I'm 10 years old. Today I will show you about why did you get swallowed by a whale. The internet is filled with videos of people having a close encounter with these giant creatures and manage to escape a possible trip to the unknown. Maybe they could get home or to another city. But one unfortunate incident was published in 1891 by an American newspaper about a man named James Bartley who was swallowed alive by a sperm whale. Sperm whale, I don't know what it is. I only know whales and blue whales. Whale is it's just a car with other type of content. According to the story, on a pleasant day when Bartley and his crew went fishing, the boat was attacked by a massive whale and he slipped inside the whale's mouth. A few days later, his team managed to capture a whale and cut it open. And to their surprise, they found Bartley inside it, who managed to survive the ordeal. So maybe he could survive, but how could he survive? Because every time you have accident, and no one can survive from accident. It can break through anything. It was said that he was in the whale for 36 hours, a day and a half, and his skin had been bleached by the gastric juice. I don't know what gastric juice is. Maybe it's kind of like this part in your mouth, like water, like bubbles here in your mouth. That also blinded him for the rest of his life. So the gastric juice had stick into his body and he had been there for a day and a half, so it made it stick to his eye and make him blind for the rest of his life. So he cannot see anything for the rest of his life. He lived to tell the tale of the adventure for some time, and and then he died in 18 years later after he had been get out of the sperm whale. Later, his time star said James Bartley, a modern day journey. When he was caught in that, his crew managed to find that whale, but there's not a lot of whales in the sea, so maybe it could get by its outstanding features. Like it has some attractive, it wasn't blue, it was gray. Maybe. But it was real or horse. It was real, or it was just something that people just made it up. After all, the blue whale was the biggest creature on the planet. Its tongue along with as much as an elephant, and an elephant with as much as one or two cars. So, tongue of the whale, and it is said that it can fit around 400 and 500 people in its mouth. So maybe it could get like 5 to 6 big car, or normal car, maybe it's just 10. But that was really large. Only its mouth and tongue it still have its teeth, its eye, its organs, all of that. That's really heavy. So swallowing a human could be an easy peasy lemon squeezy for them, isn't it? Well, unfortunately, that's not the case. When it's come to the blue whale, then the tummy makes it nearly impossible for them to swallow. Why? It was so big. How could it not swallow just a small person like it? Only its tongue can fit as much as an elephant. So why can't it just swallow us? So because these creatures are designed to eat small prey, like sea plankton or shrimp or some small thing, like sea plankton, and the opening in the throat is only about as large as a basketball. So you never make it baffled. A basketball, if it did small as a basketball, so it would be like this. Wait a minute. If it only weighed as much as a basketball, so the throat will only be like this. It could be big as if not as big as the body. So Like if a whale swallowed a person, it would be possible because a basketball only as big as a face. Um, so you think? So this guy wasn't being swallowed by a blue whale anyway. He was being swallowed by a sperm whale. So if he was being swallowed by a sperm whale, that would be another story. Because the sperm whale, like maybe the whale, it has teeth like us. It has some sharp teeth here and not really sharp teeth this part. But the sperm whale was just like sharp. It has pointy teeth and you have because sperm whale maybe it's big but not as big as blue whale, so it could have still had a lot of teeth, and it could shred it place into pieces. Because it was really sharp and it could shred it place into pieces. And maybe it was very big too. So you will get shredded into pieces if you pat your teeth. But so you also think that what if people managed to get through the teeth? Like it was opening its mouth and you swim into the mouth before it closed down. So first you need to go through the dark slimy throat. And also have a lack of oxygen with a tendril gas, which makes it impossible for you to breathe. So you need to hold your breath for a really long time so you could breathe because it doesn't really have a lot of oxygen in here. Then you will slide down the massive roller coaster throat. So your very big, it's very big throat. It wasn't like the blue whale, it was only big as a basketball. It was really big. Maybe it's as big as a slide that you always slide in your playground. Maybe bigger. Then the hydrochloric acid will eat your skin and time and time you will survive through that. And then you'll enter the big tummy. So here, all the acid, like the acid will flow in here. So maybe you won't survive in this tummy. So that is the end of it. What if you get swallowed by a whale? So if you get swallowed by a blue whale, you could just take your time for 2 minutes. Open its mouth to eat a prey, or it was sleeping and snoring. And it opened its mouth, then you could go out. But in the sperm whale, that won't be the thing for you to go out. First, if you manage to get out, maybe you will be stuck or something like that. Or if you're lucky enough, you could get out. But I see you, and you're really small, right? Not really, I'm small. So it will eat you. It will open its mouth. When a whale opens its mouth, like there's some kind of gravity in its inside, and it will pull us in. So we need to really hard to get out. So that was the end of today. Thank you for listening. Goodbye. See you again. Bye bye.